Big World's Amy Roloff reveals what's strange about ex-Matt's dream farmhouse. Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel USA Roloff Family Gossip. For Roloff Family latest news update, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Amy Roloff has a front row seat to her ex-husband, Matt Roloff, building his dream home on the farmland they formerly shared. It doesn't surprise me because we together have talked about that over time when we were going to remodel the farmhouse and everything, Amy, 61, exclusively told Us Weekly on Tuesday, February 20th, while promoting Season 25 of Little People, Big World. So the shape of his new home is exactly what we talked about 30 years ago or something. So it doesn't surprise me. Amy and Matt, 62, were married between 1987 and 2016, raising their family of 4 kids on a farm in rural Oregon. After they divorced in 2017, Amy sold her portion of the land to Matt. He is currently building a new home on the property to live in with his fiancée, Karen Chandler. It's strange for me to come onto the farm, but it is a place that I raised my kids on and everything. But as I come onto the farm, I'm able to separate it a lot better now. Amy told us of the property, which was also the site of her August 2021 wedding to Chris Marek. That's in the past. That was a different chapter. Just enjoy that. Don't intermix what's happening now in that, because then I'll lose what was really good about living there and raising a family, he and I and the kids and their friends and stuff like that. Matt and Corinne, 53, have both hinted that Amy might inherit the farmland after the Little People, Big World patriarch dies. Said that, well, I might just leave the whole thing to you when I die. And I'm like, yeah, right, Amy quipped. Well, I've known Matt long enough. He says a whole lot of things. I'll believe it when it all happens. I don't think he's actually going to leave it to you, just make her the executor, which I think was actually smart because Amy will be very good at making sure everyone is treated evenly, Chris, 61, theorized, to us. That's one thing that I know about her. She doesn't play favorites with any of her kids, and so she would be a good person to make sure it's done to his wishes, and fairly. Amy, for her part, can totally understand Zach's frustrations with Matt. With the whole family, their whole life has been about legacy and hearing. The farm's going to stay in the family and stuff like that, but unfortunately, life throws us curveballs and we have to make those adjustments, and given time, hopefully things will get better, she told us. The thing I remind all my kids, and I think what our show is constantly about, is family. You go through roller coaster rides whether you hate the other person or you're very angry and upset at your parents and stuff. Amy continued. Put it in a different context where you can deal with it and appreciate it. It's never going to be the same. It'll be different, but put it in that different thing where we're still going to get together for families, which we do. We still get together for other things, and it's about family. The fallout from the estate drama will play out on Season 25 of Little People, Big World, which premiered on Tuesday on TLC. I would have never thought that we'd get a Season 25, Amy said. It's a big season to celebrate as we've all been a part of it. Obviously, not all the kids are a part of it anymore, but that's how families are too, and they leave the nest. But we're still. I am amazed. I am really shocked. Sometimes it feels like just yesterday when we began. Sometimes I look at it and it's like, wow, the breadth of years. As you've seen a lot of my kids grow up and be who they are today. LPBW, Amy can't believe what Matt just did and why. LPBW's new season is starting with quite a bang. Matt Roloff tells his ex-Amy Roloff he has some important news to share with her and wants to meet up. Amy is suspicious about meeting with Matt and his fiancée Karen Chandler, but this time, it is different. Matt Roloff has big news for LPBW ex Amy Roloff. Season 25 of Little People, Big World already has fans talking. Over the past 2 years, Matt's decision to sell the family farm has caused a great divide among the Roloff family, especially after he refused both sons, Zach and Jeremy's 2 separate bids to buy the farm. The family feud has been ongoing ever since, but in season 25 of LPBW, Matt Roloff has a new plan, one no one expected. Amy Roloff and her husband, Chris Marek, met with Matt Roloff and his fiancée, Karen Chandler. But what Matt tells his ex blows her away. Matt tells Amy that when he dies, he has decided to leave her what he has left of the farm. This news shocked Amy Roloff, and she didn't know what to say. Matt explains that doing anything else with the farm is too challenging. However, there is something more Matt Roloff needs to tell Amy about regarding the decision. Karen Chandler's idea surprises Amy Roloff. Karen interrupts her LPBW fiancé Matt Roloff and demands that he tell Amy Roloff about the rest. Matt tells Amy that it was Corinne's idea to leave the farm to her. Amy is just speechless. Karen explains that Matt should leave everything farm-related to Amy Roloff. Star continues. But it is only fitting for Roloff Farms to go to the people who built it. This could be an excellent opportunity for Amy Roloff to bring her LPBW kids back together. However, TLC Little People Big World followers can't believe this is Corinne's idea. They are surprised and confused. This could be Matt Roloff and Karen Chandler's way to clear their karma with Amy Roloff once and for all. Do you agree, or is there something more lurking? Rift with son Zach. Watch. Exclusive. Matt Roloff decides who he's leaving the farm to on the upcoming season premiere of TLC's Little People, Big World, and the property's future owner may surprise fans in a People-exclusive clip of the season 16 premiere. Matt, 62, and his fiancée, Karen Chandler, sit down with his ex-wife, Amy Roloff, and her husband, Chris Marek, to tell them about an update Matt made to his will. We're all but decided that when I die, we're giving whatever piece of the farm I still have to Amy, Matt says in the clip. Amy's 61 doesn't mince words when telling her ex how she feels about his choice. I don't even know how to comment on that, she says, shaking her head. Marek looks on, silent and appearing dumbfounded. Amy is still trying to find her words as she reflects on the moment in a confessional interview. What? It's crazy, the mum of four tells the camera. Matt also appears a bit flustered while announcing his choice, fumbling his words as he says it's too complicated to leave the farm to anyone else at this point. The former spouses have 4 children together. Twins, Zach and Jeremy, 33, a daughter named Molly, 30, and another son named Jacob, 27. In a joint confessional interview with Matt, Chandler tells the camera that it was her idea to leave all of the property he owns, aside from the one in Arizona that they own together, to his ex. Your family, in the first part of your life, built and worked for this farm. Chandler says to Matt, I came in later, and I don't want it, and I don't want to ever take anything away from the people that built it, the family, the kids. She continues on, saying the farm will belong to Amy. Whether we get married or we don't, the farm is off the table. As seen in the trailer for the new season, Matt's decision to leave his Oregon farm to his ex comes amidst tension with Zach about the price of the portion of the farmland that Matt owns. I've been going back and forth about exactly what to do with the north side of the farm, Matt says in the trailer. This process has been filled with some emotions and anger. But now, I've got this new plan. If it plays out the way that I hope it does, I think life on the farm is going to change forever. Wife, who share 3 children of their own. I think they must have made some sort of pact that they don't want to come to the farm. Zach adds in the super tease, the temper is pretty high between my dad and me and Corinne. He also refused to talk on camera about his dad's engagement to Chandler. Little People, Big World star Zach Roloff, recovering after emergency brain surgery. It's been a scary 72 hours, his wife Tori wrote on Instagram. Zach Roloff, one of the stars of the TLC reality series Little People, Big World, is recovering from emergency brain surgery after a scary 72 hours. Roloff's wife Tori, 31, posted on Instagram about the 32-year-old's emergency shunt revision Thursday, writing that her husband is doing well and recovering. The post includes shots of Roloff in a hospital bed, his head wrapped in gauze and monitors attached to his chest. "I'm here praying that Zach's recovery is quick and easy, and that this will be our answered prayers to relieving his migraines," Tori wrote. "You're a freaking badass, Zach. You just had brain surgery and handled it like a rock star. I'm so proud of you." Tori, who joked in her post that this is not exactly how we saw our week going, thanked the friends and family members who reached out with offers to help. "We feel so loved and supported by you," she wrote. She also praised the medical staff. "We are so incredibly blessed by our neurosurgeon team and their attentiveness to Zach's needs." Tori offered a special shout-out to Zach's mother, Amy Jo Roloff, for holding down the fort and playing hide-and-seek for who knows how many hours. Zach's father, Matt, wished his son well on Instagram on Wednesday, posting a photo of Zach with two of his children at Christmas. "He's in good hands with Tori advocating tooth and nail for his best interest," Matt wrote. "All prayers up please for Zach's successful recovery." Zach and Tori, who married in 2015, have 3 children: Jackson Kyle, 5, Lila Ray, 3, and Josiah Luke, 9 months old. Little People, Big World debuted in 2006 and concluded its 24th season last month. The show follows the lives of the Roloff family, including Matt and Amy and their son, Zach, who have dwarfism, as well as Zach's siblings Jeremy, Molly, and Jacob, who are of average height. Little People, Big World. Only one Roloff family member has rented Roloff Farms. Roloff Farms is free for the Roloff family to rent, according to Matt Roloff in Little People, Big World. Here's who rented the property. Showed the Roloff family's varying opinions regarding Matt Roloff's rental plan for Roloff Farms. Matt hoped to sell the farm, but he couldn't work out a deal with his kids or anyone outside the family. Now the property is up for short-term rental, and only one Roloff family member has rented it. Amy Roloff said on Little People, Big World that her kids would never rent Roloff Farms, Matt Roloff deciding to put Roloff Farms up for short-term rental. Zach Roloff hoped to purchase the farm property, but he and Matt couldn't agree on a price. Then when Matt tried to sell the property to the public, nobody would buy 16 acres for $4 million. Matt explained his short-term rental plan to Amy Roloff. To make the plan sound more appealing, he told Amy that any Roloff family member could rent the farm free of charge they just had to make sure their desired dates were available for rental. Unfortunately for Matt, Amy thought the plan was ridiculous. "I can't see any of my kids doing that," she said on the show. "I would gamble my life on it, but it ain't going to be any of the 4 kids. While Amy Roloff said on Little People, Big World that she didn't think any of her family members would rent Roloff Farms, Matt Roloff proved her wrong. In January 2023, Matt posted photos to Instagram showing himself and Jacob Roloff on Roloff Farms. Within the caption, he explained he's back from his trip to Arizona to continue making headway on his farm projects. And he noted that Molly Roloff and her husband Joel were the first Roloffs to rent out the farm, or Plan B short-term rental at Roloff Farms is going amazing, Matt wrote. "Thank you to all those, including Molly and Joel, who have come to be our guests. We're getting great feedback. It's fun getting to meet when I'm here, some very cool folks. If you and your larger-sized families have any interest in booking, I would suggest sooner than later. About half the weekends for this year are already booked." Molly Roloff quietly stepped away from Little People, Big World years ago. She also stays out of any family drama involving her famous parents. Molly and Joel currently live in Washington. How much does it cost to stay at Roloff Farms? Stay on Roloff Farms will still have to pay a lot of money. According to iTrip Vacations, guests will spend between $556 and $3,198 per night with a 3-night minimum. This means the lowest price to stay on Roloff Farms is $1,668. Guests hoping to bring pets have to pay an additional $100 fee per pet. Guests can bring a maximum of 3 pets. With that said, the farm might be the perfect place for large groups. The property boasts 6 bedrooms, an in-ground hot tub and pool, game rooms, and plenty of outdoor space for parties and gatherings. So,